Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never End Podcast, the podcast open to everybody except Yoshihashi and Bag. Why not? My name is Luke. I'm your host of the Never End Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Say hello, Mr. Andy.
I remember the episode of 90210 where Brian Austin Green got caught selling drugs, and he flushed so much drugs down the toilet that there's no way the toilet wasn't clogged with drugs. And
the
it's
dolphins
like,
are still getting high.
You got to call the plumber. What happened? Well, I don't know. Cops were coming. I was flushing some drugs. Can you help me out? Yeah, I'll unplug.
And then the plumber's like,
full of drugs.
Can you help me out? I get to keep any drugs still in the bags. And,
It's there, buyback. So
that's right. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's. I remember he finished high school early so he could keep dating Tori Spelling. I don't know why. My mum liked this show, right?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like Jenny
Peach
Garth.
Pit, baby.
Jenny Garth. Oof. My goodness.
Yeah, Shannon. Yeah. Well, we liked it for. Yeah. All right. Now, anyway, we're here to talk about nights 12, 13, and 14 of the G1 Climax 35, and to tell you all the shows we jerked off to as teenagers. No, we're not. Oh man, I've taken my crazy pills. Let's roll. It's that part of the G1 where I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, we're hepped up on goofballs today, Luke, and that's the best
pills.
way. That's the way you want to be. So,
but there's ways people can contact and interact with us if they wish to, and they don't wish to.
Maybe I wonder if they have any goofballs. Anybody out there ain't got any goofballs you can hook us up with? Just saying.
Yeah, tell us the shows you watched when you were. No, we're on the Blue Sky. I am at Grumpy2EB, Mr. Guy's address for tweets. Collectively, we are at neveropenpod.bluesky.social. If you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. neveropenpod@gmail.com. People probably just skip this bit, don't they? So they don't have to fucking hear me do this, and then they don't never fucking email us. So you're going to do it halfway through the next show. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them and fuck me.
They can just skip that too. But if you got any of that Sasha Banks money kicking our way, we have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that will make you look never as Ferb.
Never as Ferb.
That's right. And if you want to see and hear at the same time, me being a puerile idiot this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you are when you're hearing this, you can do that too. We're on YouTube. Hello, YouTube, Never Open Podcast. Hi. Like, share, subscribe. Yay. Bye.
Yes,
yay.
We are on YouTube, and you can see us there.
He-Man.
He's the master of the universe, and that's a show I watched as a kid, but I did not.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No.
Did not. But anyway, Luke, this first night is night 12 of the G1. We're getting close to the end. We're talking like there's so much even Stevening that we have no idea who's going to win, but we're getting close. And night 12 is a big one. We're back in Osaka, but we are at Osaka Random Ass Hall number 5.
Number 5.
Walker and Rocky on the call.
We knew it was number 5. We knew it was number 5. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to start with Taichi and Yasuda versus Callum Newman and Bag. You know what? I don't care what the order is of the next show. You're doing the Bag match. That's
okay.
I did all of them last time.
No, you didn't.
Callum and Taichi have a big boot off. Then it's kicks. All kinds of kicks. I want a kick fest that I hope is just a kick fest and strike fest.
For it so bad.
Instead, they ruin it by wrestling. But it's still a good match. I just want to say that. Oh no. And then my next night, oh no, Yasuda's going to lose to Bag. No.
That's fine.
Yeah, Yasuda doesn't lose anything for it. And still no one, they're trying to heat up Bag, but I think he's heat resistant.
He's made of asbestos.
That's what the A stands for.
Brian Asbestos Green. You know those asbestos tiles are green. Just saying. Yeah. Not a coincidence.
Oh my God. There's a knee to Callum's gut. And Yasuda gets his standing runner. Yay. Suplex on Bag by Yasuda, and Taichi kind of backdrops Yasuda onto Bag. I like that. Bag step ladder for the win as
Back
Callum.
stepladder. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian's stepladder. That's
right.
it. Brian's
Yeah.
stepladder. Okay.
As Callum chokes Taichi out on the outside. Ooh.
Yeah, when Newman doesn't do a choke, and he hates Taichi, and I get it. Think about this, though. He also would like to get his revenge against another wrestler who beat him like handily in a title match, and that is Hiroki Goto. So just saying, we'll talk about it more later. But throwing it out there. I didn't like this. I just have to talk about it real quick. Brian Austin Green stares into the camera while he climbs the stepladder and pins Yasuda like he's Taichi. Fuck out of here.
He's
Anyway,
so uncool.
He's doing Yo. He's Yo, but he's like Gaijin Yo, where he's like
white Yo, so he's even lamer.
Shit. Yeah, very
because
lame.
white people are the lamest there is. I just want to put that out there.
That is 100% accurate. I hate it, but I am one, so it's tough.
We're middle-aged and lame.
Yeah. Next, Luke, it's Bolton, Oleg, and his partner Yano versus Evil Dick. And Evil offers an invite for Bolton to join House of Torture. I love this. And Yano starts a no chant like he's Daniel Bryan. That was fun. So Bolton puts the shirt on. And then Kanemaru gambits the fuck out of Evil Dick. That was good character shit for Bolton. He tears off the shirt and Evil is furious. And it's like, that's great character shit. So Fale cheats, of course. And then we get a ref bump and there's a hoe train on Yano. Dick to dick contact is foiled by Bolton, who lariats Fale to the floor. Togo is trapped in the corner and decides to launch himself at Bolton like he did the, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
And he gets tossed all over the place. Fair play on Togo for the win. That was a lot of fun. I like the character shit for Bolton Oleg.
Yeah, me too. And I do like Walker's call here saying it's the shortest time anyone's ever spent in the house.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Oh, my God. Next up, we have Tetsuya Murashima and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Sonata. And that motherfucker, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. There's more bad air guitar by Murashima on the apron. Great. And Tana's just like, oh, all right, whatever. There's no amount of young lion lessons at it.
He has to tell him to chill out, though. He's like, listen, stop it. And Murashima's like, but I'm having fun, man.
I reckon the first time or two, Tanahashi's just like, and everyone else is just like, Jesus Christ. Now it's like, all right, do the guitar like that from now on.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a thing. And Tanahashi will forever be like, oh, about it. It's going to be great. So.
Yeah, it's too good to discontinue it. Yeah. Tanahashi sent bowling by Sonata. Sonata, he loves bowling. Yeah, any kind of bowling. Sonata tricks.
He's not bowling 300. You know what I mean? He's bowling like maybe 90. Thinking.
Yeah, he's doing bumper bowling and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if someone's not looking, he's taking their turn and then gutter bowling it for him. So
maybe he's not even playing. Maybe he's playing Dream Shooter Jr. in the other room where they got the arcade. Could be.
That's right. Sonata and Tanahashi do the thing where they catch each other's legs, and Sonata dragon screws him. I like that. It's a great suplex on Kanemaru by Murashima, and a pounce and a power slam. Yeah, one-legged brab on Murashima though. But he's getting to the ropes. So a knee smash by Kanemaru, and he makes the young lion tap out with a figure 4.
That's right. Next, look, we have Yuya and Shomakato versus Bolton Oleg. Or excuse me, it's not Bolton Oleg. It's Rihoi Iwa and Hartley Jackson. The two young stars start the match, and it's really good stuff. Their match is going to be awesome. It always is. Kato and Yuya try to double backdrop suplex on Hartley, and it doesn't work. So they have to get a drop kick first, and then they get it. But Kato gets squished by Hartley and jacked off on for the win.
Yeah, that was. I don't
know if he was watching Friends when that happened, or if he was watching what was the other one we were talking about, 90210. Maybe Melrose Place. He was watching. Just saying.
I did like Melrose Place more. I'm just saying
that was 90210 for adults.
That's right. I felt like a big boy. David Finlay and Gator versus Yoda Tsuji and Daiki Nagai. And Daiki's getting all up in David's face. He gives no fucks. David. And he's just like, yeah, fuck you, kid. I'm going to tag in Gato. And then, the guy takes out Gato and just smacks David in the face. All right, then. Finley tags back in. And David brabs the fuck out of Daiki, a guy who has to make it to the ropes. Daiki monkey flips the boss, which is awesome, seeing Gato get monkey flipped like that. Yoda's beaten David Finley a few times, apparently. So,
remember
continue.
They had their whole thing with the New Japan Cup, and they're kind of like they're parallel. They have parallel paths a little bit, so they don't like each other.
But the thing is, David's not beaten him, so there's the story there, which is nice. It's like the Ishii JY kind of thing. I like it. Looks hard hitting as fuck too. I wonder if their match will be like that. But into Oblivion, I'm Daikin. It is. I'm Daikin a guy for the win. Yeah,
that was fun. Luke, you ready to get into some B block action?
Yeah,
it's pretty.
I'm glad you have this one.
Oh, this is bad, but it's not. It's kind of like. So this match is B block. It's Yoshihashi versus Konosuke Takeshita. And like Marty's in the house, he wants to see how truly great Takeshita is. Because if he can drag Yoshihashi kicking and screaming to a great pro wrestling match, then he is a master of the art. I don't know if he makes it. You know what I mean? I don't know if we get there, but we'll talk about it. So Takeshita respects the rope break. Yoshihashi does not. He's like, fuck you. I don't care if you're going to try to put me over here at some, in a loss. I'm going to not respect the rope break like a dickhead. They do some standard stuff, and then it goes to the floor where Takeshita dominates Yoshihashi and grinds his face into the ground. That's great. Oh, man. It's all in an effort for us to get behind Yoshihashi. So
doesn't work.
Yeah.
This is the match where I'm just like, fucking kill him.
Takeshita hits a bunch of liver shots, and Yoshihashi hits a low drop kick and runs through some of his stupid offense. It's just, this is great though. Yoshihashi does his stupid draping on the ropes thingy where you have to sit there like a fucking chode and wait for him to come back with a drop kick and fall off. Takeshita tries to get off the top rope. He like wiggles a little and acts like surprised. He sells it, and it's like, oh, this move looks kind of cool now. These are the things that he can do to make Yoshihashi look better. It's things like this. So that was really cool. There's a nasty backbreaker. Yoshihashi starts selling his leg. Rocky even says, he attacked your back. Wonder what's wrong with his leg. What is he doing? What the fuck was he doing? So Yoshihashi hits a neck breaker and then sells his face during a double down. This happens all in like 30 seconds, by the way. So
I like how you said, what is he doing in the same like kind of pitch where I would go, what are you doing?
I mean, it makes me feel the same as you felt that day when you were going off about anyone or anything, Luke. These two go toe-to-toe with big strikes, which is slightly upsetting. Yoshihashi should not be standing toe-to-toe with Takeshita. He should be going down with one strike when it takes 5 for him to knock Takeshita down.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what we're doing here. Yoshihashi thinks he's on the same level, or he has to appear that way according to the booking in this match. So Yoshihashi does one of the most. I can't use hyperbole and say it's one of the most. There is no one of the most worst ever when it comes to him. He does a hilarious attempted drunken sell after taking a big strike, and it is real bad. And it looks like a cartoon character in a bad way. So there's a bastard driver for 2, and Yoshihashi does that cool rolling pin counter thing while Takeshita's trying to hit the Falcon Arrow. That's cool. He gets a DDT for another double down, and the crowd is chanting for him, but not loud. You know what I mean? It's like it's the token amount of cheering that he's getting. So the young lions are way more over than Yoshihashi is in this.
Oh, dude.
Yoshihashi, he goes to the top rope. What's he doing up there? Loose explosion. And Takeshita meets him up there with a slap. And Yoshihashi slips out, power bombs Takeshita with a jackknife pin. And then there's 2 exploders from Takeshita for 2. Yoshihashi almost kills Takeshita with like an inverted karma, I think was the idea. But Takeshita just lands neck first on Yoshihashi's knee. And then we get it, Luke. It is, in fact, loose explosion for 2, and Walker calls it. And you can hear in his voice, he's been waiting to say it the whole tournament.
Oh, dude.
Like, he's been waiting to say
it. One of the things he's been excited for since he started commentating.
Yes. So, and he was sitting there with Chris one day, and they were talking about moves and stuff, and they're like, oh, Chris is like, did you know that Yoshihashi does a move called loose explosion? I imagine that conversation was fun. But anyway, Stun Dog Millionaire counter to the Karma. And I feel like they tried to do that earlier in the match. And that's where Takeshita landed neck first on Yoshihashi's knee. That maybe that was supposed to come earlier and they fucked it up, or Yoshihashi fucked it up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that was a cool, Stun Dog Millionaire type counter to the Karma. I like that. That's cool, especially because Takeshita's so big and he's not going up very far, so it looked wild. Takeshita gets a huge knee for 2, follows up with a Falcon Arrow, gets the win. That match was good. It's a C, maybe C minus. Way to go, Takeshita. He has 10 points. Yoshihashi left in the dust with 8.
Something tells me that Yoshihashi was supposed to lose to Gabriel Kidd, because there's no way I get the vibe that there was no way he was supposed to be on fucking 8 points at this stage in the tournament or something
saying.
Like that.
Good point.
Nah. So he gets to 8, and 1 or 2 of those points are because Gabe Kidd's injured, and he's not won a single match ever since. He's gone on the opposite trajectory of David Finlay. Holy shit. The problem with doing an inverted Karma, Mr. Yoshihashi, is you can't fucking figure out how to do the fucking Karma.
Yeah.
It's still, every time he does it, it still looks like he goes, arm goes here, tucked like this. Whereas you see Pentagon do it, do a move like that. Snappy. Shingo's got 2 moves that are similar in vibe. Made in Japan and Last of the Dragon. Fucking snappy. Learn how to do it fluidly.
Yoshihashi is, way down on the pantheon of professional wrestlers, and the guys that you were just talking about are way high. So it's always going to look bad compared to those guys, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It doesn't look like he's doing that with every move that he does, but sometimes it just looks like he's you can see the cogs turning in his mind.
Oh, yeah. And the tag moves. The tag moves with Goto, where they have to do, there's 2 steps to it. Oh, my goodness.
1 step. 1 step. Do 1 step. Anyway, Great Khan versus Ren Narita is now. Chumpy's refereeing this. Hell yeah. Ren comes out first, but he still runs around behind to do the Renamaru Gambit.
Can I just say, we had a missed opportunity here. I would have loved for, here he comes. He's coming for the Kanemaru Gambit. He, taps to, Great Khan on the shoulder, and he's going to punch him, but Great Khan has his real sword. And Ren's like, oh, fuck. And then we get, a little standoff right there with Marty yelling at him. But instead, we just got a regular Kanemaru Gambit with Marty yelling at him. So.
Hey, it's the G1. If there's ever a time to fight with a real sword.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Oh, my God. So, Renamaru Gambit, because the role of Yoshinobu Kanemaru is being played by Ren Narita in this G1. Not an insult. Chair to the leg by Ren Narita. He's going, oh, fuck your leg on Great Khan. Even uses the ring bell hammer. Marty isn't happy. Ren then rolls Great Khan in. The bell rings. And it's fuck your leg time. Arsehole even sits down on top of Great Khan. Ooh. In the Shibata-ish kind of pose. And Chumpy counts it like an idiot. Like you didn't just watch cheating outside, Chumpy. Dude, get out of here.
Marty gets chumped out big time in this match. He's watching him do this shit, and just going, and not sometimes just not even say anything about it. It's like,
you know what I've seen refs do in New Japan? I've seen them ring the bell while everyone's still outside. Because fuck this, let's start the match. And maybe if I ring the bell and start counting, you'll get in the ring.
That does work. It's like, herding cats.
Great Khan does a great shoulder throw after making Ren roll onto his feet. So I like that. You think he's going for the pin, up, roll onto his feet. Woo, judo throw. Even some machine gun chops. I'm liking that. Great Khan's always trolling the 10 cozy dads. It's great. Great Khan then tosses Ren around. Even does a cool belly to belly and a Uranagi like slam. I love any kind of Uranagi like move. Thank you, Miss J1. in Japan. Greater Khan has a chokehold on, but the bell rings. It's Kanemaru.
Oh.
Whiskey bottle to the leg by Kanemaru, then a knee bar by Ren. There's some flash pins and a TTD by Greater Khan, but Ren kicks out another knee bar, and Greater Khan has to drag Ren to a rope, which is nice because he's kind of standing when he's got and Ren's got the leg submission on. Push up bra to the knee and another knee bar and another ring bell. Holy fuck, Bag just did something cool.
That's great. Walker said, "I've never been so happy to see Brian Austin Green in my entire life." And he said it sarcastically. It was bravo.
Oh, dude.
Bravo.
Yeah.
That's great.
I wonder, like, all right, I know he doesn't listen. We just fantasize he does, but I wonder if he has to stop himself from saying Brian Austin Green or Bag.
Maybe.
He's so young, he's probably like, what's a bag? You know, what's fucking 90210?
What talking about?
Yeah, right. Oh my god. So Bag does something cool. There's a reverse flatliner by Greater Khan. Marty goes down and Bag helps Greater Khan take out Kanemaru. Whoa! Ren hits a surprise whiskey spit, but Greater Khan kicks out of a double cross, but has to tap out to a knee bar. So Ren Narita on 10 and Greater Khan. Man.
Half of that match was awesome. The other half was kind of boring, honestly. You know, but there was, when Marty got bumped, it's like they tried to do it, but they all weren't timed up. So they all three are holding each other and they jump up in the air but nobody does anything. And they come back down and then they do the bump. It was so funny. I love that. That was so great. Also, Great Khan, like, his arm was fucked. He was hitting left-handed chops in this match and stuff like that. He was doing his job. He sold really well. I liked, but it was boring just seeing the same old Ren shit sometimes, Sometimes it's a little boring. But
see, I think it works for me with Evil and Sonata a little more than it does for Ren, because, and the commentary will mention this as well, oh, we see flashes of the old Sonata, right? And that equals really cool technical chain wrestling and things like that. Mm-hmm. Or we'll see flashes of the old Evil, which is usually pretty hard-hitting, never kind of style power moves and shit, or bumping like a freaking maniac. Ren doesn't quite have that. And that's not an insult. It just, it just is. Yeah.
I don't know.
We never got to know the old Ren,
Right. Well, we did, but we didn't really like him, So it's like
true.
The old Ren was kind of weak. And, I think this character suits him much more. I think the reason why I like Sonata and Evil more is because they do different shit. And Ren tends to do the same exact thing every time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, come on, man, what are we doing here? But
Sonata, Evil, and Show are really good at being like, nah, we've done that. We're doing this now.
With Show, I kind of don't care if he does the same thing every time. You know what I mean? With him, like, it's I
love his cartoon face.
And I love when he gets on the mic and just starts talking shit about everybody. I don't know what he's saying, but he's so happy about it. I love when heels are happy. When they're smiling and have a good time, that makes me laugh. Even like if you think about like a Four Horsemen promo, they're all happy, they're having a great time. It's always
they've
like,
just mugged Dusty Rhodes or something, right? And they're like, we just fucked that guy up, man. We're all
that's amazing. Anyway, next week we have another match. It is great. It's ELP versus Drilla Maloney. I like this a lot. There is a hot start with Drilla. He hits a big shotgun drop kick, and then he shines up ELP. I don't know if I've ever explained that before. So when you say you're shining up another wrestler, that is the first part of a match. Like a standard match, the babyface gets the big shine at the beginning of the match, which means that he is getting a bunch of cool shit in before he gets cut off, and we start the heat section. So this was a good example of Drilla getting in there and shining ELP up. It was awesome. So ELP gets a big dive to the floor, and then he goes for another one in the ring, but knees up, and then Drilla gets a fast gore for 2. He hits a stacking powerbomb for 2 after a bunch of pins. Those are cool. They fight to the top rope. There's a second rope, like Orange Crush type move from Drilla Maloney for 2. And this match is very fast and furious. It's about family. It's fast and furious. And they just do monster moves and pins right and left. So it's kind of hard to play by play. I'm sure I'm missing everything, but Gabe Kidd pile driver from Drilla, 2 sudden deaths in the Canadian Destroyer, which that's another thing. Walker, when he inflects something a little sarcastically, he has levels to it. And this is like sarcastic, but he's happy about it. It's an actual Canadian Destroyer. And he's like, that guy's from Canada.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. He's great. He's getting better. Isn't he getting better?
Yeah, he's getting some, there's levels now,
He's comfortable in the role.
And the other thing, just while we're talking about it, if we don't get another opportunity, is the other reason why I really like the commentary this year on the G1 is because when Chris is there, he has finally stepped back. And like he is only doing color. He's not trying to step on, like it was kind of for a while there, they didn't really have defined roles. And Chris was trying to lead because he's the veteran, but Walker's the play-by-play guy. He has to lead. So it was like it was conflicting. And now they've settled into the roles more. And it's like, I dig this. If we could just stop yelling.
We haven't read on Chris in words, actually all G1. So
not publicly. So, after
that, the things we don't record.
We sit here and talk shit about a lot of people before and after every episode, and it might be
all our listener.
It might be you. So anyway, after that, the Canadian Destroyer, he hits a Canadian Revolution for 2, and ELP hits another one and a pile driver version. Then he gets the big splash for a definitive victory. I like that. He won the match. And he won it like clean. There was no doubt tonight he was the better wrestler. There was no like, almost got him. And I like that. It's good to have a definitive win every once in a while. So respect after the match. Drilla is on 8 points, ELP on 6. And he is eliminated at this point. So it doesn't even matter.
All right.
They say on commentary.
I know ELP's got another match and I could talk about it there, but I remember it here and I'm just going to shit on the other match. And it's not because of ELP. This was 2 things. This was because they're a man down in this tournament or something like that. There doesn't feel like there has been so many jump in, jump out, get your shit in kind of matches. You know what I mean?
You're right.
That's what this was, and it stood out to me because of that. Oh man, these guys just all right. There was selling, but it's low selling more. Let's get our fucking moves in and put on a show kind of style match. It was awesome. Kind of want to see these 2 wrestle again. Another thing is, if you had told me at the start of the tournament that El Phantasmo would have been the first person eliminated, I would have believed you. Because they've always booked him like that.
Yeah.
To lose more than he wins.
He doesn't win a whole bunch,
No.
But that's all right. It's like...
I think that's probably why they like him. He's willing to do business. And it's fine. And they put him in a face group, so, they like him. They're behind him a bit, but... he's got a title. Maybe he's not the kind of guy you want to fucking job out of your tournament first.
Well, see, here's the other thing,
Yoshi McFushin. Like that.
Remember when ELP was a heel? You know what he did? All he did was win. They made a tournament just so he could win it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Brought back Liger's old elimination style tournament. Yeah.
So, I mean... he used to win a lot, and that's when he was a heel. Now he's a face. It's, that's how this is the story that you're telling is he's got to be the underdog. In order to be there, he's got to lose. So,
yeah. All right. So the next match is fucking art personified, and it's a marquee matchup for me. It's one of the things I love most about modern day, like New Japan Pro Wrestling. And it is the champion, Zack Sabre Jr. versus the best wrestler in the world, Shingo. And oh my fucking God, Shingo Takagi and Zack Sabre Jr. are fucking incredible. I love this
classic. It's a modern classic.
I love this match. And I love it because, and look, they all feel different, but the same, if that makes sense. It's like a Motorhead album for me. I always know what I was going to get when a new Motorhead album came out. But it was different enough that I just, kind of loved it rather than doing the same shit, even though they're doing the same shit. And it's the kind of match that I miss now that Jeff Cobb is gone, even more, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Because whilst there are wrestlers in New Japan that can play that kind of I'm the bum on base, you know, like I'm the base while Zack Sabre Jr. fucking wraps himself around my body and stuff. The two best at it are Jeff Cobb and Shingo. And I'm not saying like Oleg's bad at it and other wrestlers are bad at it as well. They don't have that longevity, I guess, or having wrestled a fuck ton of matches with Zack Sabre Jr. You know, the chemistry isn't as quite there. And Shingo isn't quite as big as Jeff Cobb though, but because he's such a powerful, nuggety kind of short guy, and you've got this long octopus like wrapping around, like it makes it look at like it's similar, but it's a different kind of cool stuff. And that's what I love about these matches. Shingo's gonna fucking hit him, and he knows it. So Zack Sabre Jr. is going to do two things. He's either going to get hit or he's going to work out a way to kind of absorb some of that and wrap himself around Shingo and just take him out. This is how you do a match where Shingo might not be putting on, because there's another match coming up with Shingo where he's on the mat for most of it. What are you fucking doing? What are you doing? Shingo's got a Shingo. If you don't you don't do submission stuff on Shingo on the ground. You have him stand up. You have him kind of be a base and things like that. You don't have him on the ground because it's fucking boring. It's like having Callum on the ground. I want to see him charging motherfuckers with his feet. Like, what are you doing? And they worked that out. And I've not had a problem with any other Callum match once they stopped doing that shit, right? So this is how you do it. You keep Shingo on his feet, or if he's down, he's relatively close to the rope, so it's not a fucking extended long rope break. Or you have Zack Sabre Jr. go, oh, this hold sucks. This one. Oh, this hold sucks. Now this one. Yes. That's, yes. I guess you know what I think of the next Shingo match. Now, I just love it. And I love the finish here of this match because it's such a surprise, not just to me, but also to Shingo. Because it's fucking. Because Last of the Dragon, I mark out because my boy's about to beat the champ. Sneaky uses the momentum of the kind of landing to roll Shingo up. 1, 2, 3. The champ just pins Shingo and just lays back all fucked because he just took Last of the Dragon. Like, it is a Tanahashi win, like, in the best way possible. You know, those sneaky, I'm smarter than you kind of roll-ups. I loved it. I love this match. I love their chemistry. This is how you do it. This kind of match when you got a submission guy and a fucking powerhouse. And I miss Jeff Cobb too. I don't like these two also had great rivalries with Jeff Cobb, and I guess it kind of stuck out with me this match how much I miss that big lug. I'm glad he's getting paid, but yeah.
He's in a terrible faction now in WWE with Tonga Loa and fucking Hikuleo, and they're just garbage. They don't do anything. It's just sad, but he's getting paid and he's not taking a lot of bumps at all. So good for him, you know. So okay, at this point, Takeshita has 10 points, Ren Narita has 10 points, and Zack Sabre Jr. has 10 points. That could have been a match you looked at before watching it and gone, "Oh, Shingo's on 6, Zack Sabre Jr. is on 8. Steven, what do you think?" But they didn't. Steven didn't show up for this one, and that's even Steven I'm talking about. So I like that about the result here. But those are our 3 kind of leaders at this point. We'll talk more about B Block, I think that was on in a bit. But next, Luke, we have night 13, and it is at Kurgan Hall. It's fucking packed and stacked. Even the balcony. One side of the balcony is for the boys. The other side is for whoever, I don't know. But that side was packed, and it was a hot crowd. Chris and Walker on the call. We got Yoshihashi and Shomakato versus ELP and fucking Jado to start the show. Shomakato gets a chant before the match because he was shit talking. That is great. He was trash talking Jado. So he and Jado start the match. Jato's like, okay, you want some? Here we go. Yoshihashi tags in and gets some leg shit on ELP. They tease some big moves and do the fucking dumbass preview shit. We get a couple sneaky pins by Shomakato on ELP, but the heavyweight hits a CR2 and he gets the win. ELP gives the belt to a nameless young lion and then to a kid before leaving.
That's right. He's good at that. Yeah. Anyway, next we've got Driller Maloney. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what my least favorite match of the G1 is, let's go with night one of the next night, the first match.
Well, we're not there yet.
I know. It is. All right. So next we got Driller Maloney and Taiji Ishimori versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Big Jag Harley Jackson. There's some great pinning combos and reversals by Driller and Zack Sabre Jr. Their match is going to be British as fuck because you got Zack Sabre Jr., who's the submission guy, and you got Driller, who's all right. If I don't know how to describe it other than to just use William Regal. William Regal's got the submission stuff, right? But he also was known for being a dirty striker and things like that. So, and just to have a bit of extra stank on his moves. That's what this match will be. Zack Sabre Jr. with the more submission-y kind of aspect, and Driller with the bit of because the short pile driver and stuff like that. It just reminded me of I don't know. It's fucking awesome. I love their previous stuff in this match. Ishimori gets crunched once by Big Jag and wants to tag the fuck out. And and Driller's like, nah, man, you got this. Nah, Jag pulls him back in and hits that senton on him. Taiji has to go for a hot tag. I love it. Driller scoop slams Hartley Jackson with ease, and the crowd goes off for that. And I like it. There are most dudes should not be able to do that. But a dude like freaking Driller Maloney, yeah, he should be one of them. That can do that, no problem. Taiji Ishimori takes out Big Jag with his springboard back kick. Even hits a shoulder breaker on Zack Sabre Jr. Whoa,
that was cool.
Then
crowd was like, "What?" when that happened.
Oh yeah,
and it looks so crazy because Zack Sabre Jr. is literally twice the height of Ishimori, so he's carrying this giant, looks like he's carrying a tree.
Muscle chihuahuas in the house. And then he starts getting a bit cheeky, thinking I got the shoulder breaker on him. I can get La Mystica and shit on him too. And Zack Sabre Jr. is like, fuck off. And traps him in a pin. 1, 2, 3. Zack Sabre Jr. pins Ishimori.
Yeah, he tried the Gato clutch on him.
I'm surprised Ishimori got pinned, but you don't really lose anything getting pinned by the fucking heavyweight champion. You don't. And it was funny.
Good. I mean, Ishimori's beat heavyweights before, or at least one that we know.
Twice. Goto.
That's right. So maybe he could be the champ. Anyway, not this champ. Next, Luke, we have Shingo and Daiki Nagai versus Ren Narita and Kanemaru. And Daiki Nagai is wearing a t-shirt that's too big for him, so it looks like he's not wearing pants. It just looks like he's standing up there naked, but with a t-shirt. Let's get him a tight shirt. What are we doing? Marty, take care of this, please.
Shingo's shirt from the night before or something,
Yeah, it's just, I don't like that. Anyway, front-facing Kanemaru Gambit. My God. They're inviting the fans. New Japan is inviting the fans to post clips online. Is that so they can just figure out who is posting clips and DMC all of them? Is that why?
No, apparently they were allowed to for this one night only.
Hashtag NJBW clip if you want to use that hashtag if you want to get DMC'd and kicked off Twitter. But the wrestlers fight all over the goddamn place, and then Shingo gets a big shine in the ring, taking out both guys, Ishii style. That's fun. House of Torture cheat and take over, and the guy gets a big comeback, and he tries to brab out the heel master, but Ren chokes him. Then Shingo chokes Ren, and then Daiki Nagai taps to the brab. That was fun.
Yeah, it was good stuff. There's a whiskey spit and a push-up bra and Shingo post-match as well. And next we've got Honma and Shota Umino versus Konosuke Takeshita and Rocky Romero. There were wrestlers that I would have preferred Takeshita to lose against. Unfortunately, it's going to be against this fucking nerd. Anyway, my first note is I want to see Takeshita beat the absolute ever-loving shit out of Shota Umino, worse than he did to Driller Maloney.
Yeah, he beats him up. That's for sure.
Yeah. This is all right stuff. It's kind of look, I love Takeshi's offense, and I like how he murderizes people. Man, it kind of hits a different part of me seeing him get his murder on Honma. And I'm like, oh no, don't murder my boy Honma. No, don't do that. And he obviously pins Honma by murdering him.
But then Shota,
yeah. But then Shota gets murderized post-match, and I'm happy again. So yeah,
brainbuster on the floor. That's awesome.
That's right. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, Honma got to hit a Kokeshi on Takeshita. That was cool. You know,
yeah.
He tried the like rocket one right after and got fucking straight murdered, as Walker would say. That was hilarious. So. Oh, all right, Luke. This is going to be our only A block night, and it is opening up with the match of Taichi versus Newman. Now, Taichi's already been eliminated, I believe, at this point. Otherwise, or this is an elimination match.
Okay, eliminate him. Yeah,
got it. It's hard to figure out when we are, but Newman wants a handshake, but he uses that to start a strike fight. And Taichi versus Ibushi was at Kurigan Hall. So, like, how many kicks, Luke?
152.
So I was like, they start kicking each other. And I was like, are they going to do it? Will they do that? Please? It happened here? The crowd is like, what? Are they doing the thing? Are they going to do it? And Taichi's kicks are way more effective, you know, of course. And then Newman gets frustrated. He spits on Taichi, who responds with a roaring elbow. And then we just get a wrestling match. And it's okay. It's a good wrestling match. But I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, this match is good, except I wanted the kick battle. I wanted kick war. I wanted kick war.
Well, and Newman is
a really good wrestling match.
You know, and Newman's not Ibushi, and I know. No offense to Newman, but he's not known for kicks like someone like Ibushi is. So if Taichi's going to do that, it needs to be against, like, you know, I don't know, Kenta or somebody like that. So, but just saying. But I agree. I wanted it too, and so did the crowd. They were like, oh. But they love Taichi, so it's okay. All right, so he spits on Taichi, and then we get the roaring elbow, and Taichi rips the burger wrap that's on Newman's back off and hits a bunch more kicks.
That's because Callum ripped his pants off after he spat on him.
Yeah, that's true. I have that.
Yeah.
I have that later because I forgot, and then I had to put it in later, but I didn't put it in at the spot where it happened. So thank you.
It's all right, man.
So yeah, they're ripping shit off of each other, and I don't like it. You know, I don't like rip-offs. But there's a dangerous suplex and then a very sexy pin for 2 from Taichi. I was aroused, but there's a dangerous suplex. Oh, wait, there we go. Then Newman punches Taichi in the stomach. Boo! He starts working over Taichi's tummy tum. And there's a double stomp. Taichi sells it like he's trying to run away from the pain at one point. Just like a little kid, he starts running away.
You sound like me petting Wilma. I'm going to rub your tummy tum.
Yeah, he's got his tummy tum. It hurts. But there's an os cutter, but Taichi hits like a midair roaring elbow on Newman's back and follows it up with an axe bomber. Newman can no longer stand, which makes me suspicious he will win this match.
Yeah.
Boo. So crazy flying kick to Taichi's tummy tom and a V-trigger from Newman that doesn't look very good, followed by a reverse Rana and a knee to the gut. Yeah, right in his tummy tom. Newman hits his finisher, but Taichi no-sells it slowly, getting up, much like he did when Tanahashi hit him with the high fly flow and then hit him again with the high fly flow, but he was like, you know, he's like firing up, but it's just it was too much. You know, they hit him before he could finally get fired up, and that's what happened here. Taichi smiles and takes a Prince's Curse. Newman wins. Boo. Taichi's eliminated from the G1, and he also ripped off Taichi's pants. He is on 8 points, whereas Taichi, the Emperor of the World and the Emperor of our Hearts, is only on 6 points, but that's okay. He's had a great G1.
I like how you said earlier that we didn't want to rip off. Mind you, we wanted 152 kicks part 2, so we kind of did want to rip off.
Only rip stuff off with that we want you to, you know. But
that's right.
Luke, so if they didn't change the booking, which I'm not saying they did or they didn't, this would have been Newman getting his revenge on Goto. And I really like that story. You know, he gets his revenge on Taichi instead, which might get him another tag title shot. So either way, it works.
Yeah, I agree. Except Taichi isn't Goto, and I wanted him to win this match big time, and I had 2 disappointing moments of this match. Oh, now they're doing a normal wrestling match, which I'm such an asshole because they went on to have a really good match. And 2, Callum Newman won. And I've got nothing against Callum Newman winning it most of the time, but
the only time he's going to beat Goto is in a non-title match.
Yeah,
or for the tag titles or
You're
something
right.
like that. So,
man, they would chump Goto out this early by having him fucking.
I don't know. Just
Anyway.
saying.
Good. Anyway, it's Evil versus Bolton Oleg. There's a Kanemaru Gambit by Dick Togo, then a triple team in the ring, and Chumpy is pissed. Ho Train in the ring, dick-to-dick contact. Why isn't Chumpy making this a DQ? Why hasn't he fucking rang the bell as soon as both men were in the ring? Chumpy, have you taken too many bumps in this tournament? What are you doing?
Well, it's not how the match is booked, Luke. He knows the finish.
Yeah, I know. But it made Marty look extra dumb.
Yeah,
extra fucking stupid.
He doesn't need help.
So I will go on to really enjoy this match, but this portion of it, I was just like, dudes, you're all smarter than this. Like, what the fuck?
He witnessed all that.
Yeah. Like, he's right there in the ring with all of you, and then it's not the greatest, but it's fucking night 13. Just, they're all buggered. They're not, it doesn't matter. After that, there's a bell ring. Oh, so after dick-to-dick contact, you ring the bell. Oh, Darkness Scorpion. And Marty has the fucking gall to ask if Oleg wants to give up.
That's what's going on here. This is happening to the Never Champ, and you're not happy about it.
Yeah, I think you're wondering why I'm shitting on a perfectly fun Evil match. And I think now we're both getting it. I'm like, why? They do this all the time. Why am I shit? Yeah, the Never titles there. All right. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. And so, Oleg makes the ropes and Marty has to break the hold, which makes me laugh. Oleg sent into the rails and Farley sets up a table, leaning it against the ring post. And Evil sends Oleg into it. There's a fisherman suplex in the ring. Scoop slam by Oleg, but Farley trips him as he goes for a body sausage. Oleg lariats Evil and Togo in the crowd, and Evil lands on fans. Bolton shake on so that spot on Kurikan Hall where Bushi used to do his stair kind of jump.
Mm-hmm.
They're around that area, and Bolton's doing like a big ass Bolton shake on Dick Togo, and it's fucking awesome. And that's where Evil kind of like, I'm fans, like he's Milano, and it's fucking great. And the fans are laughing, they're having a great time. Oh my goodness. And Bolton takes control of Evil and Oleg like he's a fucking parent who's just gone to the playground, grabbed his fucking kids, and one by the hair, the other one by the ear. All right, you two, enough of that. We're going home. It's freaking awesome. Oleg shoves Farley into the railing, and the railing goes whoa into the fans.
Terrified, that lady. There was a lady that she did not know that was coming, and she fucking lost it. She is like, fetal position.
Oh man, but that's something she's going to tell people for ages, right?
So that was a thrill. She was on TV.
Yeah, it's a Bolton bomb. Excuse me, for two and a belly to belly by Oleg.
Whose belly are we talking about here?
Is that your? It's
tummy
a tummy to tummy tum by Oleg onto Evil.
Tum to tum. I love it. That's great.
Wilmer, it's tummies. Yeah. There's an F5 by Oleg, which is really cool. Marty gets splashed in the corner, and I'm like, good, you deserve it. And that's most. So the move where someone will go to splash Evil, and then maybe he'll move, and Togo might move the thing, the corner pad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, except Marty's there instead of the exposed corner. So Marty gets crunched, and I'm like, you know what? This time, Marty, you got crunched by the Never Champ. I'm allow it. You're damn straight. Hustler torture attack. You can't on Farley. But he can't because of a low blow by Togo. Aw. And a grenade by Farley. Fuck. Doesn't Hontai have 1 million guys in it?
Not that they're paying tonight to come.
God damn. You know what? They're not even paying all of House of Torture because
right.
where's Sho and Doki, and Guy I won't mention because otherwise he'll never leave like a bad smell of his jorts.
Like bag.
I'd rather see Jiro, to be honest. Anyway, Farley splashes Oleg through the table. Everything is evil for 3. Evil's on 10 points. Hey, it took 3 dudes to beat the shit out of the Never Champ. That makes him look fucking never as fuck.
I love it. And if you're facing Evil for the first time, which is what was happening here in a singles match, you are not winning that match, no matter what. So
and you're out of your depth.
Right.
Kind of
so
this is awesome.
But okay, here's something you did not say one time. Oh, Bolton Oleg looks dumb when he's on the floor. Bolton Oleg looks dumb when he's getting beaten up. Bolton Oleg looks dumb when he's doing this, that, or the other. Fucking, he's got it now, you know, and he's even doing the shit in the crowd. And I mean, every time he would go in the crowd, not only in character, he would get his ass kicked, but in metaphoric, actuality, where you'd see him trying to wrestle and figure out what's going on, but he's not in the ring anymore and he can't quite do it. So everything looks terrible. Now it all looks great. And he's in the fucking Kurgan Hall, shimmy shaking fucking Dick Togo in the crowd and sending Evil flying. I love this. And
he's got never open confidence, baby.
He's got that. Yeah, it's like big dick energy, but it's not, has nothing to do with your dick. So but I don't know. I love that match. I thought it was awesome, and I was not expecting Bars to win, although I really wanted him to. So next, Luke, we have our only fast match of the whole tournament so far. It's Sonata versus the Ace, Tanahashi. And Sonata out in bike leathers today, and it is a very short match. Really the first one we've gotten. Like I said, way to repeat yourself. There's a high fly flow right off the bat, but Sonata sends Kenta Sato into the ropes, which knocks off Tanahashi, right? And that's a bump he takes, and then here we go. Kenta Sato is here, by the way, because Marty is getting squished by Bars. Hey, putting Bars over. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. If that was anybody else, he would have just been back up for this match. You know, that was pretty awesome. So there's a guitar shot, but sneaky roll up. Tanahashi wins. Boo. Tanahashi avoids being eliminated, and the fans are cheated. Tanahashi has 8 points, and Sonata has 6. That was, I mean, you're going to get some short matches, but not ones with Tanahashi in them.
Can I mention my favorite part of this whole match?
Sure.
It's when Sonata mocks Tanahashi by playing a real guitar.
Yeah. Playing with a real guitar. Yeah.
I actually wanted a match, I guess. But also, I've had to write notes for lots of shows, so I don't mind the odd.
In the moment, it's like, oh, cool. Quick match, right? So.
Man, I can get my notes done for this one pretty good. The next match is an absolute work of art. And starting off, by the time when this match starts, I'm like, I want Iwa to win. By the time this match ends, I don't care who wins. It's just, holy shit. I didn't have a
favorite. Yeah, I didn't have a favorite. I was just like, I want to see arm drags. I want to see a lot of them. And that's
an amazing arm drag feeling out process to start this match, where they're like, swing your partner, went around, and Yuya wins. And like they even do the one where they're both in the air trying to arm drag each other.
That's the art for this episode, by the way. That's a photo for the episode.
Yeah. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, fucking that's perfect. Usually you get people getting hit with the nuts in the nuts or something. It's like New Japan it wants to show you how funny they are. Look at this nut shot. I'm like, no. I like the photos you picked almost all the time. So but this one,
it was
cool. Perfect. And now they're trying. This match is who's got the best fundamentals. Yeah. We know we can do any move we want. But we want to prove we're the best fucking fundamentals guy. And then
but not Young Lion fundamentals.
No.
Pro wrestling fundamentals, right?
Yeah,
that's an important distinction.
Absolutely. You said it a lot better than I did. Yes. Yes. And I don't remember the last time, maybe Zack Sabre Jr. match could swing it, a couple other guys, but when was the last time you saw an extended headlock sequence and you're like, oh my God, this is a rest hold? Instead, this time you're like, he's not letting go. Holy fuck, this is awesome. Yuya tries to do this move. Iwa won't give up the headlock. Yuya's going to do this. Fuck you, side headlock now. Yuya's trying this. Fucking rear chin lock. He's not letting go of that goddamn head. It is awesome. It is so good. Oh my God. Yuya gets into some chops and does there's like a Canadian side headlock, and Iwa pulls Yuya back into the fucking ring.
Canadian side headlock. Bravo, Luke.
Yuya gets out of it. Cravat.
Of Doom.
The two. And then Iwa gets him on the ground, and there's a fucking 2 count while he's still got the cravat on him.
I love it.
Then there's a leg scissor headlock. I'm like, this shouldn't have me as enthralled as it is, but because it's these two and they're selling everything, they've got this it's got this nice mix of like fluidity and also kind of gnarly and kind of rough. I'm just like, oh, dude, just fight forever. Fuck the time limit. Just go. Fuck. Put them in different blocks next year so we can have them wrestle for 50 minutes in the final. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Oh my God. There's this great crossbody sequence by Yuya as well. Yuya, having taken over, wants to work the arm. He was rolling to try to escape and fails. All right. There's one note here, and I've got a similar note for Ren Narita. Iwa, put a mouth guard on, mate. Iwa and Ren Narita bleed from the mouth a lot.
It's their gimmick, man.
And it's not necessary. I'm not always necessarily sure when it happens, like a lot of the time, you know, so it's maybe not a on purpose spot. It's just like, oh, they're bleeding from the mouth again.
Ren Narita usually wears one, you know, but he does bleed from the face quite frequently. Yeah. He needs a nose guard is what he needs, you know.
Yeah. That's my only nitpick. I want Iwa to look after himself because I think he's fucking awesome. He hits a cool Dr. Bomb. See, this match transitions from we've got the fundamentals down packed, and then builds and builds into our moves. It's our offense. My offense versus your offense. Let's fucking go. Fuck, this is so good. One of my favorite matches of the whole tournament is this match right here.
Awesome.
There's a huge top rope splat by Iwa. An amazing, like, rolling, kind of roll German suplex. They call it the Chaos Theory. I like mine better. But anyway, Chaos Theory by Iwa. Yuya reverses a discus lariat into an armbar. And then they start trading arm bars. Sleeper hold again by Iwa into a discus lariat. Nope. Frankensteiner. Nope. Deadpool bolt by Yuya. No. Lariat. And then Iwa tries to hit the the discus lariat again as Yuya's coming off the ropes. One arm trapped, uses his momentum off the ropes, trap the other arm. Deadbolt suplex with a bridge for a pin. Amazing. Yuya on 10. Iwa, I think, on 8. Holy fuck. That was like on a show where we're covering Shingo versus Zack Sabre Jr. and you just heard me gush about that match not long ago. Man, this is a star rating best of end of year spectacular. Mm-hmm.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
I really like that, and I like the fact that it's these two guys that are the young guys, and they're going out there, and this is a main event like level match on any show. This would be fantastic in the main event. There was that exchange where they did the like flying armbar thing, and then Iwa countered with his own like flying armbar. I have never seen that. Whatever that was, I've never seen it. So they're showing me stuff I've never seen. I don't know. I really like this a lot too. It was like I said that at the beginning. I think the important distinction is that it's not a young lion versus young lion match anymore. And like, not only did they prove that, but they didn't even try young lion spots. It was professional wrestling. Who's better at that? And, you know, I was talking about it earlier with the one match where ELP just absolutely beat Dan Baloney, beat him, right? This is a situation where I love that Yuya just has one more hold, one more counter than Iowa, right? It's just that this is the game of inches right here where you get the two best guys, you know, and it's only, yeah, he's just best on this night. Maybe on another night, Iowa wins, right? So that's a good story for these two. It puts them both over, and I love that match. It was great.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I felt bad knowing there was another match, but I was like, oh no, Finley and Yoda can
but
pull
this is
this off.
fantastic. So
I know, yeah.
The main event is Finley versus Yota Tsuji, and this is another modern, like classic matchup in New Japan with young guys, right? Or guys, I guess
I know what you mean,
call them now. But and it's also an elimination match for David Finley, right? At the beginning, the crowd is all about Yota Tsuji. And we get some standard heavyweight stuff, you know, and the standard heavyweight stuff gets massive reactions from the crowd. Shoulder tackle. They just watched a fundamental like clinic, right? So they're all about it. And when these guys hit a shoulder tackle, it's like, wow, it's amazing. So Tsuji chops David Finley so hard at one point that I lost where I was at in my notes because I just hit a button there. Okay, he hits.
Wow, that was a hot hit.
Yeah, it was so hard that he has to sell his hand. And like that was great. Finley hits Tsuji when he tries to dive with a big forearm or a punch or something, and he does light cheating throughout the match as he's taken over. Tsuji takes back over after a flatliner and gets the dive he wanted before. I like Tsuji's battle cry. I've never talked about that. He goes, it's so the Western Lariat. I always forget his name, but he's like, you know, one of the best like gaijin wrestlers ever. He would do that. He'd go like that before he did anything. And so like sometimes like the big lariat, he'd do it. He also would do the Texas
Stan Hansen.
You know, Stan Hansen, of course. Thank you for bailing me out there. Although I still look dumb.
It took me a few seconds. I was dumb too. I was like, I should know this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Stan Hansen.
I even I thought about looking it up earlier to put it in here so I didn't look dumb, but I didn't do that either. So double dumb. But Stan Hansen would do that. Tsuji's doing it. Tsuji's got the football gimmick a little bit. You know, it's like, I don't know. Tsuji's from Texas is what I'm saying. So, and I love that. It's great. So, all right. So we talked about the light cheating. Finley does not like the battle cry though, and he suplexes Tsuji in the corner, follows up with throwing Tsuji all over the goddamn place, and Tsuji gets a stomp and then an orange crush for two. There is a really awesome fast strike exchange that ends with David lariating Tsuji for two. There's a short gene blaster for two as Finley gets a hand on the ropes during the count, right? So it wasn't two, it was like, you know, right in between 2 and 3, gets a hand on the ropes. And Gato is ringside and he's doing babyface shit, but he's also saying motherfucker while he's doing babyface shit.
Grab the rope, motherfucker!
So
kick out, motherfucker!
It's so funny, man.
You can do it, motherfucker!
Finley sells like he's out cold at this point, right? And we're getting that in a lot of these G1 matches. This is another trend that we're seeing where, like, you know, one guy's just down and he can't get up, right? So, but then Finley sells that, but no, he's just playing possum so he can spit on Tsuji. I guess it means more if you spit on Tsuji because maybe that's a like Naito, like, fuck you thing. Okay, yeah. But still, just pretend. Naito used to pretend sometimes. You know, just saying. So that's gross. But there's a big kick from Tsuji in response. Marlowe Crash is countered into a power bomb, and Finley hits a follow-up jackknife power bomb for two. We have a buckle bomb fight, like kind of, and that's a lot of fun. Then there's a gun stun from Finley. Ooh, gun stun because of Bullet Club, you see. And then Trash Panda for two. Finley Crash, what? For two? Another Gene Blaster, and Finley counters with an overkill. He gets the win. That was good, and it was fast, and it got in, and it got out, and a lot happened. Tsuji's on 8, Finley's on 8, Steven, even.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, like, all right, we just had Yuya and Iwa who put on like this technical kind of clinic. What's next? Oh, I'm not saying these two can't do such a clinic, but they're not. They're gonna fucking power and move each other and beat the shit out of each other. So you got a match that's freaking awesome. Maybe not quite as good as the technical clinic, but but it's not like a huge come down match. Like you're going home happy no matter who wins in that main event too. Finley gets his win back. He's still alive. I really like his story this tournament too.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for the Bullet Club leader. Like, hey, I'm down here. Oh, hey, let me show you why I'm the leader. Hey, now I'm a, he's like a caged dog. It's desperate or something like that. And he's going to freaking war dog your ass.
Oh,
like,
dog. Woof.
Yeah, raw dog in it. Yeah.
It.
Anyway, look, that was great.
I like that.
Holy shit. Yeah. And Yu and Iwa got a lot of time, so maybe that was why Tanahashi Sanada had a quicker one. So
that's true.
Yep. Anyway, no complaints there. It doesn't hurt Sanada, and it's a very Tanahashi win anyway. Night 14, we are at the Yokohama Budokan. We start with Taichi and Yasuda versus Oleg and Toriyano. Yasuda knees Oleg like 3 times in the gut to do his Rana, and smart. If it's another dude, 1 should be enough. It's the Never Champ, and he's built like a brick shit house. Do it a few more times. Good. But there's a roll up on Yasuda by Yano. I'm looking forward to Oleg versus Taichi a lot. It's 2 never guys that I guess going to never it up, and yeah. You know what? I'm even going to say I don't care who wins. Do I want Taichi to win? Sure.
Yeah.
But do I want my champion to also win? Yes.
I would like to see Taichi face Bolton Oleg. They're technically in the same faction, but maybe not really. I mean, that would be cool. For the title, that would be awesome. Also a distinction that happened here at the end we must make is that instead of Yano hitting the ball shot for the fair play at the end, he hit a chop block. Respect to Yasuda because he's on his own team, right? So
exactly. Anyway, I'm doing the next match because I told you I'm not doing 2 bag matches. It's Kanemaru and Sanada versus Ryohei Iwa and Big Jag Hartley Jackson. Iwa, he gets the upper hand, but there's a rope to the cock by Sanada. And guitar to belly as well. So to the tummy tum.
Right,
it's dark. Yeah, it's dark here, by the way. So the spotlights have to follow the wrestlers through the crowd, which is kind of fun. Is Paradise Lock on Big Jag? Nah, he's not having that. And Sanada's like, oh, fine then. And I like this because like he bangs the back of his guitar, throws it at Big Jag, then lays down, and then Sakamoto. Yes, I put in suck rather than Sakamoto.
Oh, wow. Good one.
He just DQ'd my boy Big Jag. Aussie. Yeah. Sakamoto so calls the DQ like an idiot, but it's a fun finish anyway, and I don't mind it for silly little tag matches like this as well. So yeah, good stuff.
I was upset, also flattered when I heard Walker steal my joke and call Sanada a big jag-off. So I just want to say, give me a little credit. You know what I mean? Because no one else. No one else has thought of that joke.
No.
So nobody. By the way, there is a YouTube channel called Wrestle Me. They're pretty funny. And recently they had an episode where they talked about Dua Lipa Duolingo, and they made that joke. And Jamie Coy sent me the video, and then he sent me a follow-up where in the bottom of their like little text it said, "Don't steal my Dua Lipa Duolingo joke." And I'm like, motherfucker, I was born in Dua Lipa Duolingo jokes. Okay, man, I made that joke years ago, and I'm very upset that someone stole it. And then telling me not to steal it back.
At least some point over the last 1,009 days, because that's how long I've been doing Dua Lipa now.
We got receipts, as the kids say.
That's right, motherfuckers.
It's recorded.
Don't steal that Dua Lipa joke.
It's on the internet. Their videos are really funny. But anyway, Tsuji and Daiki Nagai are going to face Newman and and Brian Austin Green next. And Newman, what's that?
Asbestos.
Oh, him. That's right. Asbestos. Brian Asbestos Green. Sorry, I don't have that note yet. My bad. Newman, well, I'll work it in. But Newman tries to play around with Tsuji, and he gets some shit in, and Tsuji breaks his fucking back. That's what you get. Daiki Nagai gets a bunch of shit in on Bag, and Bag starts selling his leg, and Sakamoto has to check on him. And it's like, get out of here, Bag. Newman drags him into the corner to tag him in, but I guess Bag might actually be hurt a little bit. So they all protect him, and they do a good job of that. Just Bag though. But Newman beats up Bag. Actually, he tags back in, or he can't beat up his tag team partner. I don't know what that means, but Tsuji tags in, so we get some more preview stuff between Newman and Tsuji. It's very good. Bag tags back in, and then he gets his jeans blasted, and Tsuji pins him. Brian Austin Green loses. Newman beats up Tsuji and Daiki Nagai after the match and stands on Daiki Nagai's head. They all brawl. Tsuji hits a post-match dive on Newman, which is pretty funny, and Tsuji shows Newman where he's supposed to exit because Newman's following him, and he's like, no, your exit's over there. The heel exit. You know, the blue corner. Blue corner?
Yeah. I used to be Naito's friend. I go the face way.
Right.
That's right.
That was fun.
Oh, my God. Next, we got Evil Dicks. Evil and Dick Togo versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and Murashima. Evil promises to fight fair for Tanahashi's last G1 match.
I love this.
Because, like, Evil's thinking, like, I'm eliminating you next match. So, you know, that's your last match. He's making the finals, you know.
Right.
He might even win the fucking thing. So good. Yeah. Anyway, Evil promises to fight fair for Tanahashi's last G1 match. Evil even tells Togo. Togo starts taking the corner pad off, and Evil's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Tanahashi is sent to the outside, and Evil's like, Farley, no, don't beat Tanahashi up. No.
So funny.
Anyway, Murashima gets tagged in, and Murashima, Togo starts to do something on Murashima, and Evil's like, no. And Walker's like, oh, looks like Murashima gets a pass too. I'm like, oh my God, that's funny. Togo has to physically restrain his own hand because it's instinct for him to eye poke people.
Yeah.
He has to physically restrain himself from eye poking Murashima, who then gets fucking power slammed. Oh, I'm laughing because
it's great.
See, this is what you were saying earlier. They'll do different shit. This time it's we're not going to cheat, and them trying not to cheat is just
they can't help it.
Oh, they can't help it. Oh my God, it's fucking funny. There's a Darkness Scorpion on Murashima for the win, and Evil and Tanahashi actually shake legit hands. Oh, I was expecting a fucking nut shot. You know they're going to cheat the next match, right?
Oh, yeah. No post-match beatdown, but it'll only be when Evil can't beat Tanahashi fair and square. Then he'll cheat, right? It'll be a fair and square match, and then at the it'd be like Sonata and Yuya, I think it was, where they like just killed it for like 8 minutes, and then there's 2 minutes of cheating, and Sonata wins.
Oh, right? Yeah.
It'll be something like that, but Tanahashi will prevail. You're probably right. I like that match a lot. That was good times, man. No post-match beatdown. Next, we have another preview. It is Yuya and Hanma versus David Finlay and Gato. And the preview stuff is fantastic, of course. You know, Finlay takes over on Hanma, and the crowd does not like it. Gato tries a Kokeshi and eats shit. Finlay tries one. He eats shit. That was fun. Hanma gets one on both guys at the same time, and Yuya makes Gato give up.
Oh my God, that was really good stuff. And all right, I can't take all the matches that I absolutely love. So it's B block action time, and it is Yoshihashi versus El Phantasmo.
Yeah.
I'm less invested in this match because El Phantasmo got eliminated, so I'm just like, this match doesn't really matter. And I also don't think Yoshihashi is going to beat him. So there's also that double threat of me being like, okay. El Phantasmo is going to try and make this fucking exciting and fun. He drop kicks Yoshihashi to the floor and hits a plancha. Then LP goes for a backflip into nobody. I'm like, fuck you, Yoshihashi. I know they're probably playing that, but come on, man. This is... I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but this is a match where I'm watching it and I'm just like, do I have to write a lot of notes for this?
No,
really?
you don't.
And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not invested. I'm not quite that interested. Yoshi, I used to be behind you when you were a bit more underdoggy. I can see you try. I know I can see it. But I can also, I shouldn't see, unless you're a young lion who's learning, or someone who's newer to New Japan and he's greener. So I don't mind if I see it on our Never Champ, for instance, or a Callum Newman sometimes and stuff like that. The cogs turning sometimes, you know what I mean? I do mind if you've been here for over a decade now and I still see the fucking cogs turning. And El Fantasma, man, look, you should have just made this a nice, easy, simple match. That way, it probably would have worked better because that way Yoshi could follow it. Instead, I'm just I think it just tries too much. But it was okay. Thunder Kiss for the win, 8 points each. Is Yoshi eliminated now? For fuck's sake! Yeah, I was just. What did you think of this?
I was happy when it was over. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was just like one guy selling and the other guy just going, I don't know how to do that. So that's what the whole match was to me. It was just that. So if you want to watch a match where one guy is fantastic and the other guy is not, and it is obvious, and it's not the guy who's fantastic's fault, you can watch that match. That'd be a good example. Next, Luke, Marty Asami strolls into the ring with his silver shoes and his silver tongue and his silver something else. Drilla versus Zack Sabre Jr. This is great. Here is your now maybe bi-weekly reminder to go watch Robbie Brookside versus Johnny Saint. Watch it. If you haven't watched that, I don't understand what you're doing. Just watch it. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's a fantastic, World of Sport British match, and you'll get what British wrestling is all about by watching that. And they do that shit in the beginning of this. And this match is also very good. It's not as great as that, but man, it's really good. And I really like that. So they're doing all this crazy shit. And here we go. Drilla gets this wild little mini pile driver where they're already in this weird hold, and he just pops him up and hits him in a pile driver. What'd you think of that?
I loved it. And I think that's something that a lot of wrestlers could do. That I noticed, Suji and Oleg do. All right, it doesn't have to always be for a finisher, but a short range kind of one, just to kind of get the upper hand, and they look a little different and it's a little extra gnarly, like a short range version of a move. Yeah, it's great. That was regal as fuck.
Yeah, that was. You're right. In this match, I agree with you. He does kind of have some regalisms a little bit in this match. You're right. I didn't quite get that when you first saying that, but in this match, I agree. He gets an arm drag splash pin thing, and Zack Sabre Jr. is I didn't really know this guy was British enough. I didn't know he was as British as me. So he wants to think about it. And Drilla just waits for him. And that's great. So Zack Sabre Jr. gets back in. It's time for big strikes. And Drilla has the advantage so far in this match. And Zack Sabre Jr. is selling his ass off for him, right? So finally, Zack gets the neck crank and gets the advantage, and he punishes Drilla and trash talks him. There's a desperation German suplex from Drilla Maloney for a double down, and then a nasty super kick from him. And we get a bunch of fancy reversals here. Drilla tries a Drilla killer, but he has to settle for the Gabe Kidd pile driver. He gets a gore for 2. And if you ever notice, just when you're watching him do the gore, he does the flip over, it's always interesting. Because he's doing a front, forward roll bump too. And if they can land at the same time, it's yeah. But anyway, it's cool. Zack Sabre Jr. gets shitty kicks and asks for chops. And they have a brief European uppercut fight, which was very British. And I could smell fish and chips in my living room. Zack gets a Zack driver for 2. And then he gets one of his wacky holds on, and Drilla's in big trouble here. But he powers Zack up, tries the Drilla killer, but there's a PK attempt for Zack Sabre Jr. But Drilla catches his leg, and he gets a stacking powerbomb for 2, and he's feeling it. Here we go. Drilla starts chopping because he's in a triangle, right? But he's trying to, get out of it, and he's attacking Zack Sabre Jr. with chops, but then all of a sudden the arm straight, it's over. He taps out immediately. And I like that. That match was fantastic. Drill and Maloney's on 8, Zack Sabre Jr. on 12. That might be my favorite Drill and Maloney match ever.
And that's, like you just said, that last episode with Takeshita as well. So, yeah, no, I really liked this match. It was great. And, yeah, you get to see they both have this very huge British wrestling streak, of course, because that's where they both kind of started. But it shined the most in this match. They brought it out of each other a bit more, rather than it was a showcase of that style rather than them doing a more of a Japanese kind of style match. It's great. Added a different flavor to the tournament, and I loved it. Yeah, and Zack Sabre Jr. leading the block, 1st to 12. Good.
Johnny Saint versus Robbie Brookside.
Next, we got Ren Narita versus Shingo Takagi. Chumpy's here. Kanemaru Gambit by Kanemaru. Shingo goes. That's right. Shingo goes bowling and gets chair-legged. Fuck your leg by Ren. The same one that Zack Sabre Jr. targeted in the previous match. Smart. Chumpy being chumped out big time.
Yeah.
Shingo, and this is what I was saying earlier. Shingo matches where Shingo can't Shingo bug me. And it just slows everything down and grinds things to a halt. And I'm like, Ren, do some different fucking cheating for God's sakes. What are you going for his leg for? Pumping bomber. Get some arm offense. God's sakes.
Watch out Shingo's deadly kicks.
I don't want to
neutralize those, right?
I don't want to see Shingo on the mat getting leg submissioned. I want to see him getting arm submissions and him powering out of it with his fucking big ass guns. Like that's how you should be working Shingo like that. That's and maybe I need to see Ren mix it up a little more. Maybe that's also a thing. But then I perk up at a Shingo superplex. Great pop-up power bomb by him too. Ren also bleeds a lot. Get a mouth guard. Ren is caught in a submission by Shingo. Oi! Kanemaru rings the bell.
Oh.
And this is when even commentary, and maybe commentary shouldn't say it, but even commentary at this point are going like, maybe you should just keep the hold on from now on. And you shouldn't say that because I actually want a wrestler to do that and it works. So I'd actually like to see that. And then maybe because the bell hammer's been taken away, the bell doesn't ring. And so the wrestler, even though they've won the match because the refs called it, won't let fuck go.
I mean,
and the House of Torture guy passes out.
Right. Shingo would be the guy to do that too. Him or Tanahashi. Because a good guy will let go at the bell, right? So that's why it fucking works. It's like it's fucking good psychology. And so, but Shingo and Tanahashi, they won't let go, right? Because they're fucking assholes. So
that's right.
Good work.
Yeah. So I want to see it. I'm ready. I think I'm ready for that spot to happen. House of Torture. Yeah. Exactly.
That'd be great.
But so Nagai takes out Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and
that was awesome.
Shingo avoids a low blow and hits one of his own. Good. Made in Japan, but Kanemaru pulls Marty out. Ugh. Shingo then just knocks Kanemaru's block the fuck off, and Daiki Nagai saves Shingo from the push-up, bruh. Last of the Dragon. Shingo on 8, Ren on 10. Yeah. So, I don't know, the first portion of it was, but, after the superplex, I was like, all right, let's go. And Shingo at post-match has a drink of whiskey and spits some on Ren Narita.
How come everybody that drinks whiskey, besides Kanemaru, they like spit it out and then they act like they're drunk? Like holding whiskey in your mouth makes you drunk. You know what it does? It makes you upset. That's what holding whiskey in your mouth does. It will make you upset. And there's an old school thing where wrestlers used to test each other's mettle by seeing if you could gargle Jack Daniels.
Wow.
That's a thing, by the way. So it's like that's an Undertaker like folding knife. Like
I was thinking of Undertaker when you said that. They just want to play video games now instead of see my knife collection.
Instead of gargling whiskey.
Yeah. Fuck you, Undertaker. I'd rather be playing video games with Dolph Ziggler and shit than fucking see knives.
Oh man, Mr. Perfect supposedly could do that as well. So there's a couple guys, but anyway, it's good shit. Next week we have the main evento, and this match is fantastic, and it is pretty goddamn never. and it's Shota Umino versus Konosuke Takeshita. And I'm going to try to do my best here and maintain. It is a lot of stuff happens here. So Takeshita takes control at first. He gets the flying something, which I don't know what his move is. It's like everybody takes it different. No one quite knows what the timing is on that like flying lariat, flying punch, flying forearm. I don't know what that move is. So it's the flying something from now on. And he chin locks Shota, right? So, and they settle right into the main event back and forth thing, right? Then Shota gets his turn to attack Takeshita. He does dragon screws and stomps on Takeshita's legs, like both of them. And Takeshita does some fantastic selling, falling down and slamming the mat in frustration when he does, right? So that's good shit. We get an STF from Shota, and like commentary openly talks about how Shota sucks at that move. Why? Maybe that move sucks. I think that's what the problem is that move sucks. I don't think I've ever seen a good STF where I'm like, oh, that looks like it hurts, right? Doesn't exist. So
don't bury the guy that New Japan so desperately wants to get over and isn't.
So Takeshita puts one on, and they put his STF over. That was weird. There's a weak headstand sell from Shota when Takeshita hits him on the apron DDT, and that was a weak move. That was just a weak sell on it. I don't know. I didn't like that. Knee smash on the floor, and we get a return of the bump over the guardrail spot, Luke. It's back. It was back. That was awesome. Shota lariats his opponent over the rail. Then we get a brain buster on the floor from Takeshita. Shota's in at 19 on the count, and he's met with a huge lariat for 2. Shota's on the ropes, literally, like getting punched out like a boxer. And like, it's weird. Takeshita beats him up like mercilessly, and Red Shoes allows this to happen. Doesn't even start counting. At a certain point, they start noticing it on commentary and talking about it, and they try to make up some story about it. And I don't think what they're talking about is what is happening here. I think it's just, I don't know what's going on. It's just, that's not a spot that he was supposed to intervene in. So somehow Shota immediately recovers. He was just like unconscious standing up. And
the commentary annoyed me a bit there too. Oh, it's because he's dead or something. I'm like, maybe that's part of it, but I also think like that probably should have been the end of the match. But Red Shoes knows what the finish is, and he's not as good at hiding it and stuff. I don't know. Yeah. I also wanted Takeshita to win, so there is that.
I did not buy this comeback here.
No.
Like like Shota Umino is out cold on his feet, right? And all of a sudden he's just back in the game. I don't know, man. That was weird. So somehow he recovers. He hits a like big drop kick and a DDT, and then we get a Bouye spot. Shota winds up like, this was funny. And not funny in a good way, but I thought it was awesome. He winds up like he's Andy Kaufman to do a fucking forearm. And I was like, yes, that's awesome. Big Yakuza kick in the corner from Takeshita. There's a superplex from Takeshita. And Shota's like, oh, superplex. And he does one of his own. That's kind of fun. Then we get like an action movie neck twist thing from Takeshita. And he chokes Shota. And he's in big trouble. And unfortunately, he gets out of the hold. Big Blue Thunder Bomb for 2 with 5 minutes left in the match. They're going long. That's another thing. This match is very long, but it's not slow necessarily. They're doing shit the whole time, man. And it's most of it's pretty good. Shota catches a knee and hits a lariat with his other arm. We get a bastard driver, but Shota gets a lariat, and he gets another one for 2. Then the brain buster from Takeshita for a double down. Second chapter for 3. 1, 2, 3. And both guys have now met Steven, whose last name is Even. I thought the match was good, except for I didn't buy the like fire up. I didn't buy that part of it. And so because of that, the ending was like, eh.
Yep. The story of this match, and even commentary mentions it, is like Shooter going, I'm a New Japan guy. I'm always here. He's got like contracts with this group and this group. He's not really a New Japan guy, blah, 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 blah. And then you watch the match and I'm just like, I like his wrestling more than yours, Shooter, so fuck you. Like, usually I'm I want the New Japan guy to win. You know what I mean? Like, but this time I'm just like, I'm watching this match and Takeshida's got that it factor you really want, but don't have. Like, fucking, it's just how it is. There's a reason this guy's fucking signed by 3 companies. Like, come on. You know what I mean? I didn't buy it either. I thought, I wouldn't say he ran rings around Shooter. Shooter's pretty good, but I came with a clear idea that, like, I like Konosuke Takeshita a fuck ton more than I do Shota Umino.
I get it.
Not even close. So, yeah. And it's weird. There's a couple of guys I wanted Konosuke to lose against, Shingo being one of them, and then maybe 1 or 2 other guys. And then it's like, yay, I want to see him beat Shota Umino. No. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I don't know.
Big poo-poo for you at the end of this one. Your tummy tum was feeling tough. But Luke, so here are the guys who have 10 points. Takeshita, Shota Umino, your boy, Ren Narita. And let's see, that's it. And then leading the pack in B block is Zack Sabre Jr. with 12 points. Now, if you have 8 points, I don't think you're eliminated yet. But maybe you are. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the only people eliminated according to what I'm looking at, it's Wikipedia, so grain of salt. Yoshihashi, El Phantasmo, and of course Gabe Kid in B block, and Taichi Sanada in A block.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there are anyone with 8 points is still alive. Luke, open the fantasy dream book. Who is supposed to win from this group?
Oh, if I'm looking at B block, I like Zack Sabre Jr. is on top of the block as the champion. I don't need him to win the tournament because he won it last year, but I wouldn't be disappointed if he won again. I've never seen a champion win the G1. And if I had to watch a champion win the G1, I would like it to be Zack. But if we're going for who's going to win that block, I reckon they'll probably go for Shooter Umino.
Well, so it's a playoff thing this year, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like the top 2 guys or whatever will go on to the playoffs. I'm not sure how it's going to work.
All right. So if we're doing a playoff situation, I reckon we might get Takeshi is going to be in that playoff match.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be against either Ren Narita or Shooter Umino.
So what about Takeshita and Zack Sabre Jr. in this like playoff? Takeshita gets a win on the champ. That's your Forbidden Door IWGP match because they have set nothing up for that. Which, by the way, apparently ticket sales for that are outrageous, and it's almost all sold out already. And it's one of the biggest like gates ever in the history of the world, or some shit already. So,
really?
And
that's great.
There's like it is great, but there's no New Japan shit on the show. So,
no, they're busy doing the G1.
Right, I get it, but
you know when they should do Forbidden Door, like. There is nothing New Japan has on after the G1 until like September 9th or something like that.
Yeah,
plenty.
Power then Struggle or some shit.
You probably chuck a couple preview tag shows on in between anyway. A block though is really harder to think. I would like David Finlay to be in a playoff match, or even just win the block. But
man, I think he'd be a great G1 winner.
I do too. And you got to do something fucking cool with your leader of Bullet Club, all right? Because, he hasn't had the major title yet. And I know he had the global. But, I really like this David Finlay. I think he's freaking awesome. I also hope Yoda Tsuji wins the whole G1 because,
yeah,
I'm all over the place, obviously. A lot of guys in this block have a chance. Finlay, Tanahashi's going to be in a playoff, at least.
Yeah, he might win.
Callum, Iwa, Oleg, Yoda Tsuji, Evil, and Yuya Uemura are all still eligible, so A block's a little harder to call. But yeah, I don't know.
I think Tanahashi is going to finally put his beef with Evil away at this last G1 match. That's going to be it. He will win, right? And then he can move on from that. And then he might, if he wins the G1, that puts him in, immediately with a title match. And they can put the title on whoever they want in between now and then. So,
yeah.
that seems like a plausible scenario. But then again, my ideas with New Japan are always shit, and they do something different because they're awesome and they're smarter than me. So
not always, Mr. Guy. Not always.
Yeah,
because not all your ideas are shit. Here's one idea you have that isn't shit. Never put the title on Goto.
That's a pretty good idea. But they might put it right back on him so it's on. She can beat him.
No, 2-time champion? Come on, man. He had his token run.
I'm just expecting that. So I'm expecting the worst.
He's so boring as champion.
Oh, that was not good, was it?
No. And because I don't mind. I like seeing Zack Sabre Jr. win. So, and he elevates dudes, makes them look good, like a champion should. Goto does not. Anyway, I don't miss him.